Thanks, Cobalt. How you doing, man? How you doing? Let me get out of it. Let me get out of the... Get out. Hi. Hi. What's up? How you doing? 1500 wasn't unexpected to happen eventually. It was just unexpected to happen today. We got like 200 subs over the last 2 days because a viral post on a fucking someone else's video. It's not even for my video. Anyway. Work like usual. I'm doing fine. I'm just a little weirded out. It all happened so fast. I closed my eyes. It's alright. It's alright. A lot of people who don't even know my content. It's fine. Who cares, right? Post. I just commented on a short and I got a bunch of subs out of it for no reason. I don't know why. I mean, the post on the short was funny, but it has like 30K likes just on that one post. I guess that the comment, whatever. It was a comment. It was a comment. That's the word I'm looking for. Comment. Regardless, weird. Weird way to get anything. That's fine. A win's a win for sure. And it's still growing. A little slower than yesterday, but I mean, hey, whatever, right? Whatever. fine. It had slowed down. It had slowed down a bit. I expected to get to 1,500 in like 2 months or so, maybe 3. But here we are, already there. So fast. I had like fucking hyper speed. Whatever. The plan for today is we're gonna play some Chrono Story, like we do most days. I do have a plan for the near future. I'm gonna make a schedule, and I'm gonna do Chrono Story only a couple days a week, and then like the other couple, I'm gonna have a couple days where we're just gonna do chatting streams. A couple days where we're just gonna do like whatever game, like a day or so, maybe 2, and then like whatever. Yeah, I stream. It's weird making a schedule when I stream every day. Like, why would you need a schedule if you're streaming every day? Let me turn down the music. It's too loud. There we go. Why would you need to make a schedule if you stream every day? I figure the best bet here is just to make it so I do more variety of stuff. Right? So, like, hey, Gunda. I need a schedule so people stop asking for it. Well, people haven't been asking for a schedule. This is my idea. That's about it. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? I need to schedule it out so I don't play Chrono Story every day, because that's what I've been doing. Hello, William. Welcome in. That's what I've been basically doing. The fucking Chrono Story every day. So I want to be able to schedule it. I know I only get to do Chrono Story 2 days a week, and then the rest of the week's gonna be other stuff, right? We're gonna have 2 days a week where it's gonna be chatting streams, a day where it's gonna be Gamba games, a day where it's gonna be whatever I want to do, and then a day of like something else. I forget. I posted something about it on my Discord. What did I say? It was something. Let's see. Scroll. Okay. 2 days for Chrono Story, 2 days for just chatting, 1 day for Gamba, 1 day for whatever, and then 1 day for art. Art! That's the other thing I have been putting off. Art! Have I tried Mecha Chameleon? We did it on stream once. It was fine. I wouldn't say I was good at it. I made myself look like Homer Simpson. We played it once on stream when we had the people for it. It was Bunny's group of people, Bunny's friends. And by... What am I streaming, bro? Thanks for the 40. What's THB? THB currency? Thai dollars. Thanks for the $1.20. I appreciate it, Tano. We're gonna play some Chrono Story. That's the plan. That's the plan. I have done art shorts, usually funny art shorts. Whenever I do an art stream, I end up doing an art short of some kind, maybe more than one, depending on what happened. Oh, hello, B4. Hello. Mr. Tips? Yeah. That's me. They call me Mr. Tip. Anyway, the plan for today is Chrono Story. Let's get to it, I guess, right? It's basically a chatting stream when I do Chrono Story, but it lets me do something while the stream is, you know, a bit dead. It happens. Get the game open. There it is. Let's make sure it's fixed on the short side, because I've been not doing that. Because I usually don't make shorts out of Chrono Story stuff as much. Which explains why I haven't had very many shorts lately. I've been trying to do more lately, but it is what it is. Here we go. When did you first meet me? At like 300 subs? No, it was way after that. I think it was at like, let's see. You got Kara in here, so it was probably closer to like 600 or 700 subs. I wasn't at 1,000 yet. 1,000 happened relatively recently. But it took a while for me to get from like 500 to like 1,000. Because when I started streaming, I was at 300 subs. I was already there. But it is, well, you know, that's just how it was at the time. Ooh, let me post this. Let me post this over here. Bam! Grab a thingy. A few thingies. It's probably like 5 of them. Eh. Bam. Okay. You'll start scrolling, and you're not gonna be able to find that. Hello, Hatch. Look at me playing Chrono Story like a cringe little princess. Look at me playing Chrono Story like a cringe little princess. I don't know why that came to mind. This game's the best, that's why. Yeah. This game is for cringe little princesses only. I don't know why that's the statement that came to mind. I have to start using that cringe little princess. It's really good. That's such a good statement. I don't know why I said it, but I love it. Can you believe it, Hatch? I'm at 1,500 subs on YouTube now. 2 days ago, I was at 1,300. You finally scrolled a 15 weapon attack shield? Eat my whole ass. Congratulations, you son of a bitch. Although I haven't been playing any of my hero much lately. But if I was playing him, I'd be upset. Only took 3 tries? Okay, now you're a son of a bitch. But then again, who am I complaining when I got 3 10% successes on this fucking cringe-ass earring? I can't fucking believe that happened. I'm never gonna... Look, I'm never gonna succeed another scroll again. The next time I go scrolling for 60%, it's just gonna be 6 failures. Or 5 failures. Whatever the amount of scrolls you have. 5, whatever it is. 7 failures or 5 failures, whichever comes first. I don't know. It might be the weapon first, because I'm gonna be getting a new weapon for this character at level 107. Hello, Lizzie. Welcome back. Welcome back, Lizzie McGuire. Ow. Pain. But I've been looking at stuff to make shorts out of. I have a few old videos that I want to use for shorts. You're so back. You're so back. I have a few old videos I want to use for shorts. Like, I didn't really make very many shorts out of the Deltarune stuff when we first did chapters 1 through 5, which, funnily enough, that happened back on, like, Stream 100. Like, before that, even. Depending. That was a long... That was a lifetime ago. That was a long time ago. I think Deltarune was the first time we had Kara in the chat with us. We brought him in to voice characters in Deltarune. Now that I think about it, very funny, very strange. Goal for today. What's my goal for today? 95. Tentative goal 95. We'll probably get there pretty fast. Knock on wood. We'll probably get there pretty fast. The first time you're here was Undertale, right? I don't know. I forget. I only remember Kara showing up for the first time in the chat talking, because it was the first time it was in the chat talking. But for you showing it could have been that. It was a while. June 26, 2025. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what I was at that point. Ralsei from Deltarune is Asriel's goon socks. Trust me. You know, I would be unsurprised. My headcanon for Ralsei is he's not a Darkner at all. He's one of those creatures from the from like the end of the world. What's it called again? He's not a Darkner, he's a... blank. What's the word? RuneScape, obviously. Yeah, well, yeah, you came in from the RuneScape stuff, but... Yeah, I don't know when I knew that much. I know exactly when I first met you. I was doing woodcutting. Cobalt. I remember that exactly. I remember that moment specifically. Jockington. Your phantom personnel. Why do we get people doing what the fuck? Anyway, what's the word? It's a the roaring. Okay. Are creatures from the roaring called Delta Titans? Okay, I think Ralsei is actually a Titan. I don't think Ralsei is a Darkner. I think he's a creature from the roaring, a Titan. He's just all of the power of a Titan condensed into a small body. Or it could be that his body is just what he wants people to see. Like he's projecting it from his dark fountain. I don't know. Could be. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong because I'm brain dead, but that's fine. Conversation for another day, but I don't think Ralsei is a Darkner. Once we have like Bunny and Kara in chat, we can have that conversation because I'm sure they'll have opinions. Can I stream Half-Life 2? That would be that'd be a stream with no viewers whatsoever. Oh, Roy turned me evil. I can't believe you did that. Come on, Roy. Why must you make me evil? On today of all days. Today of all things, you would make me evil? That's evil of you. That's rude. I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you've done this to me. How you doing, Roy? How's it going today, Roy? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the streaming? I haven't seen you stream much lately. Have you burnt out on streaming lately, or have I just not been paying attention? I just streamed TF2, TF3. They're good. Have you been streaming lately? I haven't noticed because I'm brain dead again. Like I said earlier, I'm brain dead. Just chilling by the lake. Will I ever miss a day of streaming? So as long as I can physically make it to a stream, I'm going to make it every day until I stop doing everyday streams. So the only way I'm doing everyday streams is if I have enough following and enough daily viewers and everything to where I can make this a living. Once this is a career and I am making money from it, like real money and actually like can live off of it, then I will set a schedule. Till I go broke? Well, I am broke, but it's fine. I'm saying if this ever became a actual career, I might consider making it so I have 2 days off a week. But like that's my limit. And also not until the only way I'm taking a day off into the near future is if I have to physically. Like for example, even when my power was out the other time, I still made it to stream. Why? Because I'm not going to miss a fucking stream to a power outage. I had Bunny stream for me on my channel. Bunny knows my channel's information and can log into it whenever she wants. That's how much I trust Bunny Teeth. So she streamed for me. And I was there as a PNG tuber on a phone. I did a stream in a parking lot. So like, really, I'm not missing any streams. Unless something makes it so I can't. So for example, if I got hurt and I couldn't make it to a computer and there was no way I could stream, then I might not stream. But I might have my wife stream for me at that point. You know what I mean? Who knows? Yeah, Bunny did play Roblox while I was locked in a cage. I'm just a rat in a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. It couldn't be helped before. It couldn't be helped. It's just how it was. go to sharks instead. Sharks do drop red belly dukes, I think. And these guys don't drop anything that's worthwhile for me. Let's see if we can actually do sharks. I don't think we can. I think that might be a little bit too tough for us, but we can try it if the map is open. Oh good, it's open. Now let's see if they do drop red belly duke. I think they do. It might be the other sharks, but I'm pretty sure these guys do. Items. Yeah, red belly dukes. Okay. Have I ever thought about doing long-form content? I'll do long-form content eventually. It's just not something that's on my list to do. The only reason why I'm not doing long-form content is because I'm streaming every day. If I wasn't streaming every day, I'd do long-form content as well. I'll eventually go back in and like cut down certain like things into like kind of like how Cobalt does it. If you've ever heard of Cobalt, I'm just kidding. Togain. Togain does specific content where he'll take a bunch of either streams or videos that he's made and like combine them with like commentary and things of that nature. That's what I would do essentially. Hey, no, it's Togain, not Cobalt. End goal to stream owning 100 acres of land. That's not my end goal. Look, my end goal is just having a lot of people to chat at for fun. Stay in character? I'm not playing a character. I'm a cartoon. I'm not playing a cartoon character. I'm just a cartoon. That's just how I am. Forsooth, I do not know what thou is talking about. What is Togor? You're a fucking architect? Nice. I'm an animator. But I don't work in the animation industry anymore because the animation industry fucking sucks right now. I'm waiting for it to not be shit. If I ever do go back to it. I might not. What if there's no person behind the camera and it's just AI talking to us? Look. Beep boop. That's all I can say. Beep boop is all I can say about that. Mega cartoon merps. Look, making animation is hell on earth. I never really liked doing animation on my own without like a prompt to animate to. I love doing animation. It's fun, but I'm really bad at coming up with my own ideas for animation stuff. What I want to see is what I want to do is make animation for people. And I don't mind coming up with jokes and things, but like, I'd rather be given, this is my work for the day, do this animation, like, good. And I can do that, and I'm happy with it. Rather than coming up with my own animation. That's what makes it hell on earth to me. Animate a shark imploding after biting itself, and you'll give me 5 imagination dollars. Well, only 5 imagination dollars? That's not worth it. No. Nuh-uh. Hello, Ebi-kun Leo. Well, I don't know fucking how to pronounce that. What the fuck? How about 2? You're going downward, though. Downward dog. You're going downward, dog. You shouldn't be going downward. You should be going upward, dog. Up, dog. You should be going up, dog. Your name is hard to pronounce. Your name is impossible to pronounce. Not hard. Impossible. Do you even know how to say it? Do you even know how to pronounce it? What's up, dog? You've fallen into the trap. You've fallen for the oldest of blunders. You've fallen for my. You've ran right into my trap card. $5.96. Imaginary. Wee. Wah. Wee. imaginary. And yet you'll fart on me, I understand. That's fine. It's just how it is. It's just how the world works. It's how the world goes round. I've fallen down into the underground too. Poop. No, I'm not in the underground. I'm above ground. Oh. Why would you feed monkeys? There's a sign there that says don't feed the monkey. You need to listen to your signs. There's your sign, Roy. Listen to the signs. Stop not listening. Stop, you know. Don't not do the thing that you're not supposed to. We got a level. Put it into strong. Oh! I don't want this song. I want a different song. There. Boop 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 doop boop doop doop doop. Oh! Triplets born, the throne awaits. For sure, for sure. Do do do, dooby dooby doo, dooby dooby doo, dooby dooby doo, doo 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 doo. How difficult was this class to level? Is fun? Okay, so leveling to third job is okay. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not fantastic, but you do have this in second job, so you can actually gather mobs. In third job, it kind of sucks until you hit like level 85 when you can go to sharks or squids. And now it's like really fast to level up, Zach. Really fast. Once you get to like level 80, you start leveling up really quickly. And it is a fun class to play, I think. And I think it's better in fourth job. So once you get to fourth job, it becomes really fun, apparently. Supposedly. You get the Kamehameha with a dragon. Dragon these nuts. There is no spy class. What do you mean? Spy from TF2? I don't know. I haven't played TF2 in a million years. I don't even remember what I used to. I was a kid, man. I think when I was a kid, I mostly played either Heavy or Pyro. What level is your Sayer, Zach? $120? I wouldn't recommend it. I think apparently Bote is going to be working on and releasing more character slots soon. We don't know how many slots we're going to get, but he's working on giving us more character slots. That'll be probably after we get Papulatus and some class balancing. So hopefully the class balancing gives us some buffs to Sayer. If you don't like Sayer, feel free to, you know, delete it and make a new thing. But, like, I'd recommend waiting. Buck is pretty good, though. Yeah. There's a lot of classes that are probably going to receive some kind of buff in areas. Oof, how irritating. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be gone for maybe like 20 seconds at most. I'm gonna walk to a place and then walk back. It will take just a moment. I'm not even gonna mute my microphone, so you can hear me until I get back. Kind of. It's not gonna sound very good. It's not gonna sound very good. Let's see. Should have done this earlier. Should have done this earlier. Alright. Fine. Alright. Glad I got here in time. Goodbye. Dumbass. Getting a little bit of pain. Yo, bro, one person watching you on YouTube, that's fine. Got quite a few people on Twitch. YouTube isn't usually the platform where I get all my views at, usually. You made Bowmaster. Is Sayer kind of redundant? I don't think so. I think you play what you want. I have a Bowmaster, a Sayer, a DK, and a Hero. All are in the 120s area at level range. They're all about level 130 actually. Somewhere in the middle there. I don't think it's redundant at all. I think play what you want to play. Bowmaster is one of the ones that's also probably going to get a buff. Very likely. Very likely also going to get a buff to being a mobber, which is good. Because right now, the only way to really do anything as a Bowmaster is to use Hurricane. Which I don't think is a bad thing. In my opinion, I think Hurricane should be a mobbing skill. I think Hurricane should hit between 2 and 4 mobs instead of just 1. I think that would immediately fix the class. You know? If it hits 2 mobs, then it should be able to auto aim, kind of like the original turret that you could place. So like I could hit the mobs on the platform above me if everything on the bottom was dead, because it would just aim upward at those mobs, as an example. But that's just my thought process. But I think it would be better probably at 3 mobs hit. 4 mobs might be too much, but 3 mobs would probably be correct. Should fire 1 arrow at 3 mobs instead of 3 arrows at 1 mob. Now, I think it just should be the whole kit and caboodle. It just remains the same speed, same everything. It just hits between 2 and 4 mobs. I think 3 is probably where it should be. 2 might be where it should be, but I'm not sure. It would need to be tested. It might be too weak at 2. It might be too weak at 2. It might need 3. It might be too weak at 3 and need 4. I don't know. I'm no balance expert. Not when it comes to Bowmaster, but I've been playing Bowmaster, and I feel like that. I don't have nostalgia for Bowmaster, but I feel like Bowmaster would benefit from kind of simplifying. Get rid of your big AoE skill, just buff Arrow Rain to be your new big AoE skill, just so you can get stuff on platforms above you and whatnot. And then make Hurricane your mobbing skill by banking it hit just a couple mobs. Doesn't hit very many mobs to be a good mobbing skill. It's already a okay mobbing skill for certain maps. But the problem is to make it an okay mobbing skill, you have to play it very sweaty. You have to like jump around the map and shit and be like a parkour expert and know exactly where to go. And then you get okay EXP. Like not even good EXP, just okay EXP. Better than you would if you were using your regular mobbing skill. Wag 20, hello Squid, welcome back. Welcome back. Shit. I have no idea what you're talking about, Liz. You fucked up? That's fine. But yeah, I think a simplification of Bowmaster would probably be for the best. What the hell are you both talking about, Squid? Squid and Liz, what the fuck are you talking about? The two of yous. I got no clue. Okay. Same. I'm also confused. Hey, the reason I stepped away from the computer for a moment like a minute ago was I got some aspirin. I had some pizza for lunch, some leftover pizza from Costco. We got a whole pizza from Costco the other day. I had some leftover pizza from Costco. And we did dab all the grease off of it when we first got it. You gotta fucking explode. Same. But I ate it for lunch, and I think it was still too greasy. It made my gallbladder hurt a little bit. So I wanted to make sure it wouldn't hurt me. So I went and took some aspirin to get rid of any pain that was coming up the foothold. Scrumptious. It was pretty good. But it might be hurting me, so I'd take some aspirin just in case. Old man alert. Get rid of covering fire and make arrow rain / fire arrow into a turret, and Phoenix Hawk determines which one the Ela damage is. I mean, that already works with Phoenix and Hawk. You can just summon the Hawk if you don't want the fire damage, and you can summon the Phoenix if you want the fire damage. And if you just summon the Hawk, it gets rid of the Phoenix, and vice versa. So that already works that way. Arrow rain, fire arrow. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having arrow rain as a turret, but there's already kind of a turret. But I think arrow rain staying is a thing where it's like, cool, guess what? I have a vertical mobbing skill. It just needs a vertical mobbing skill, right? So which we already have. Arrow rain is a very good mobbing skill when in third job. If you make it just hit a little harder and be a little bit taller, even possibly in fourth job, it becomes an okay mobbing skill for situations where it's a map kind of like this one, right? Otherwise, you're probably going to use Hurricane, and that's why I think Hurricane should multiple mobs. Make Bowmaster actually pretty good by making it so Hurricane is their main mobbing skill. Because we're already using it as we've always used it as our main mobbing skill. Back in the before times, back when it was the game of old, we used it. Or bring back original Storm Arrow. You mean Aerostream? Yeah, I love Aerostream. I don't think it's gonna fix anything. I don't think Aerostream fixes anything. I mean, it wasn't the animation that was bad about Aerostream. It was just the fact that it was weak, and new Aerostorm isn't any better. I really firmly believe Hurricane would benefit the most. Firmly believe Hurricane would benefit the most from being our mobbing skill. And not like leaving it at one mob and making it so it's that's the only thing we use for a mobbing skill. I mean, like, make it hit a couple mobs. Doesn't mean very many either. I don't know if 2 would be enough, or 3 or 4. But I don't think it's going to need more than 4. I don't think it probably won't need more than 3. 3 will probably be the sweet spot. Which skill we have in the beta? Here, one kiplet. Every scroll. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That's why I didn't respond. Which skill we have in the beta? You mean before he changed it, the one we didn't get to use? That was Aerostream, but they called him Aerostorm. Back in the modern MapleStory days, that particular arrow attack is called Aerostream, which shoots kind of 3 bows at the same time, 1 up, 1 down, and 1 straight ahead, and it goes pretty far. Kind of. That's just kind of a description of how it looks, but it's not really that. I love that skill. It's one of my favorite Bowmaster skills of all time. I would love to have that skill back instead of the one that we have, because the one that we have isn't as cool as the other one. But regardless, it doesn't matter to me. I think because I think Hurricane's probably the best bet. I know it's not the popular idea because most people want like a new flashy skill, but I think Hurricane is just kind of too good. Yellow mobbing skill with no animation. Oh, you mean it was like Arrow Rain instead of, okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, in the original beta, and they changed it to be kind of an explosion. I don't think that would fix it either, because that one just looked kind of bad. Because it looked like you were doing nothing. It looked like you were standing there, and all of a sudden enemies just got hit out of nowhere. It didn't look like you were firing arrows. It didn't look like shit. If he gave it the animation from, if he gave the original one the animation from Hurricane, except your character kind of stands there and points the arrow like upward a little bit and then starts firing, and then right before it hits an enemy, an arrow pops down and hits it, and it hits a bunch of times like really fast, that'd be better. Like an AoE Hurricane. But with an animation would be better. I agree. Kind of like you're firing arrows into the sky and they're coming down and raining on your enemies. Which is kind of how Arrow Rain works, but I mean, like, the animation doesn't really look like that per se. It looks like you're like pulling arrows down from the sky by pumping your fists. Which is also fine. Not ideal, but fine. It did have a bow whacking animation, but I kind of think, because if you look at the current Hurricane animation, right, your character is constantly like pulling the bowstring back to fire arrows really fast. Do the same thing, except point the bow upward a bit. In fact, point it like at a 45-degree angle, if not straight upwards, if you want, and then have arrows rain from the sky on your enemies, but like specifically targeting enemies, rather than it being like all around you. It's like cool. It can be any of the enemies around. Kind of like weaker, slightly weaker Hurricane. But again, I do think Hurricane would be better in general. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I have opinions on most of the classes that need buffs. Hello, Mehron. Welcome in. You playing Chrono Story, friendo? You new to the game? You old to the game? Coming in for this game? Are you new to my channel? Or have you been here before and I'm stupid? A bossing slash mobbing toggle. I don't even think having it be a toggle would be a bad would be a bad thing either. I think just like leave it as it is. Just make it hit a couple extra mobs, and then make it and if you have to, make it so it can't pierce through bosses. So it does the base. It can't hit multiple parts of bosses. So it stays single target for bosses, but it's multi-target for everything else. You know? I wouldn't mind that. At all. And like, and I do think like the turret, where it was a turret where when he placed the turret, it could point in any direction and fire arrows at any enemy. I think he should add that to the turret to the current version of Hurricane, so you can kind of fire arrows in any direction, including straight up or even straight down if you need to. Even if it looks kind of silly firing it straight backwards, I don't think that's a bad thing. Silliness aside. Or you could just make it so it could fire straight up or straight down. And then to fire behind you, you still have to turn around, but that's fine. Either way. You currently already have to do that. But it would make firing it easier. Hitting mobs on different platforms. You wouldn't have to parkour as much to be able to use it properly as a mobbing skill, and then just make it hit 2 or 3 mobs. You've been here before. You're in the hospital. I'm doing well. English not your first language? That's fine. Just wondering. I think that's probably the case. Even if it's behind you, I think that would be funny, yeah. I don't mind. Have the character pull out a mirror whenever they're firing behind them, so it looks like a trick shot. German. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. I was just wondering. Because usually when people have really bad English like that, they're usually kids, and we are an 18+ stream. But I feel like you're probably fine. If you're on, most people on Twitch are fine. Usually. It's either that they're kids or it's their second language, and I'm totally fine with that. The second language, that's fine. Oop, car. Wow. That would be awesome, actually. That would be really cool, actually, Zach. I thought of that in my head a minute ago. I was like, I'm not going to say that out loud. That sounds stupid, but you know what? It is actually kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. Just replace Hurricane with that one arrow that Xanadu uses in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, the blue guy, where Blue Man, the whistling arrow with the Blue Man group uses in Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy. Mary Poppins. Replace it with a skill called Mary Poppins, and it's an arrow that goes around and hits enemies. I'm surprised the 7TV stuff is still working. I turned that off because it was having issues, but now it's working again, even though it turned back on. I don't want to turn it off. It's working. Don't speak of Japanese. It means you love your stream. Thank you, Mayrona. I appreciate it. Thank you. Are you still learning? Totally fine. I don't speak Japanese at all. I'm pretty dumb. I barely speak English. A skill called Mary Poppins, just a single arrow goes around and kills enemies. And it's a skill-based skill too, because you have to learn how to control it. Because you have to, whoever that was, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. We are lurker friendly, so it doesn't tell me when someone, it doesn't tell me who followed when someone follows, just that someone did follow. So I assume it was either Zach or Maron, whoever it was. Thank you, either of you, if it was one of you guys, or if it was someone else, I appreciate it. If you want to make yourself known as the person to have followed, I can say thank you specifically, but otherwise, we can leave it as a lurker thing. Thank you. Some people don't like to be shouted out specifically, and they don't want to feel obligated to chat in the chat. That's why we're lurker friendly. That's why I don't have it tell me who followed. I can check the stats and it'll tell me who followed, but I don't have that open. That doesn't show up on stream. It just tells me that someone did follow. Thank you, I appreciate it. Do 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 ba doo. Do do be do 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 boo ba do boo do. Do ba dee doo. What's my favorite game? I play this game a lot. I love Chrono Story. Not my favorite game of all time. I don't really know if I have a favorite game of all time. There's a lot of games that I love. I don't know. That's a tough one. If you ask me movies, like or TV shows, I have favorites, like an active list of favorites. But for video games, I just don't play enough video games to know what would be like my favorites. I know there's a lot of games I know that I would like if I played them. Like, I haven't played any of the Kingdom Come Deliverance games, and I know I'd like those if I played them. I haven't played any of the Paper Marios. I know I'd like those. I haven't played very many RPGs in general. I know I'd like them too. So, like, you know, I couldn't really narrow it down to a singular game that is my favorite. You like Black Ops, okay. That's fine. You do you, man, you do you. Man, getting 3 levels in an hour is crazy. Getting 3 levels in 1 hour is kind of crazy. A level every 20 minutes is what the fuck is going on? Meow, 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 cat, meow, meow, meow. My cat in the other room just crying. Because he wants to be let outside even though he's an indoor cat and has never been allowed outside. Actually, he was an outdoor cat when we got him, but he's now an indoor cat because that's not good for them. The only time my wife and I have had cats die owning them is when they've been outdoor cats. Congratulations, Maron. Well, that's good. Getting damn close to 93, and the goal for today is 95, but looks like we're gonna get there before the 2-hour mark. Easily. We'll probably get there by like the 2.5 hour mark-ish. We'll probably get a lot more. We might even get to 100 a day. I don't think we'll get to 100 a day, but we might. If the goal was 95, and we're getting 95 in an hour and a half, then a 3-hour stream would mean level 100 if we're lucky, but I don't think we're gonna get that high. I don't think so. I think that's unlikely. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I'm gonna skip this song, it's a little bit too slow. I do like Horizon. Fantasia. But the City Pop version. Who doesn't like remixed MapleStory music where it's remixed into fucking, like, elevator music? MapleStory elevator music, go. I should make another short tonight as well. I think I will. I'll find a good spot and make a short out of it, maybe. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Once we hit the hour mark or so, we'll probably have a ad over there on Twitch, just so you know. The ad will be about 3 minutes. Stick around. You won't have any more ads for another hour after that. Just letting you know, those of you that are here, just enjoying it. Just how Twitch is. Level 93 already. We didn't hit the hour mark and we're already level 93. Doobie 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 doobie. Ah, the classic. RuneScape music. Do, do, do. Killing sharks to RuneScape music is pretty funny. Have to 1500th Chud. Thanks, Kraz. We're already at like 1520. 1521 actually. Another 21 subs since we started the stream, which is crazy. You on your lunch break? You on your lunch break at the Cum Factory, Kraz? No, it's Saturday actually. It's Saturday. You can't be on a lunch break. You're on a regular lunch. I just figured because you came in when you usually come in on weekdays, so it came to mind as it must be Kraz's lunch break at the Cum Factory. But instead, he's on a regular break from the Cum Factory, a daily break called a day off. And focusing on finishing Evangelion again. Nice. That's cool. Hello, Dreaming Together. Welcome in. We're just killing some sharks. We're sharking it up right now. Trying to get to level 95. We'll probably get to level like 97 or 98 today, I would guess. It's possible we get to 100. I don't think so. Depends on the stream. How's Evangelion been treating you? Let me ask you again, except as a white guy. How has Evangelion been treating you? Evangelion. It's one of them animes, right? I heard about those. Boo 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 be doo be doo doo. Doo be doo be doo doo. Yeah, I know about Evangelion. Gotta catch them all, right? That one's called Pikachu, right? I heard about that one. Specifically. It's not a bad Red Belly Duke, but it's not very good. No, that's the Pokenames. Yeah. For sure, for sure. For real, for real. The Pokemans, yep. That's me, Pokemon. Pizza commercial. Yeah, ad. Sorry, Kraz. Sorry about that, fam squad. Do 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 boop boop boop. But yeah, 1,500 subs, like fucking, I don't know. It's very strange. We got 200 subs in like 2 days. It's more than we've ever gotten in such a short amount of time. Even when we got the 1,000 sub special, I think we got like 300 subs in like a month after that, which was really good, and then it slowed down again. Now we're at 200 subs in 2 days, which is kind of I'm very weirded out by that. I have not been going around the internet trying to get followers by posting on people's by putting replies in people's vids. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. Very weird. Do 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 do. Dooby doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Dooby doop boy da doo doo. I could not care less about your meta fucking glasses. I do not give a singular fuck about those. Aflac? I do love the Aflac commercials with the iconic duck. Yeah. I do love the iconic duck. I do miss Gilbert Gottfried though. Gilbert Gottfried was the cornball. Hello, I do bike. Welcome in. Are you calling me a cornball? Because I'm corny? You're not wrong. You are correct. 100%. You are undoubtedly correct. 100%. Look at this fucking dork. Yep. Yep. You're right. And goodbye. That guy's a douche. It's fine. He just called me a cornball. It's fine. I've been called worse. I've been called way worse. By you. And that's fine. Cornball can be endearing. Ba-doo. Been having trouble getting a good night's sleep the last couple nights. It's alright. I'm okay today, just had trouble falling asleep. And that's fine. Good. Normal. Norman. I don't particularly feel tired at the moment, though I did yawn. Which reminded me that I didn't get that good night's sleep anyway, which is weird. Even though I feel fine. Maybe it's all that pizza that I put inside me. I don't know. Boop, boop. So, how you feeling today, Kraz? How for art thou today, Kraz? You didn't tell me how good you, other than being good is good. Anything you want to tell me about? Other than Evangelion? I know that's what we've been kind of doing. In general. What? I'm asking how you're feeling today, man. On this nice 7-Eleven day, on this convenience store day. How are you feeling on convenience store day? Still bummed? Yeah, you know, you'll get another date. It's fine. It'll be fine, my friend. It'll be fine. Good things come to those who wait. Ba-doo. Shark, 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 shark. Maybe I am a little tired today. That's weird. I don't feel like I'm tired. My eyes don't feel heavy, but my brain feels a little foggy. Perhaps that makes me tired. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. San Diego, welcome in. I used to live in San Diego County. Kinda. I was on the edge. I was living on the edge. Boop 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 doo doo doo. Give me something. Do I want Leaf Free? No. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. You truly are a LARPer. Nice. Yeah, I did make that comment. Yeah, it's true. Don't spread images of me online. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, come on. Level 94. Yeah, someone said LARP. You got that right, Kraz. Clanker, nice. Oh, he wasn't being sarcastic. No way. That'd just be rude, San Diego. That'd just be rude. There's no way he was being sarcastic. He was being perfectly genuine. Kraz over there was being perfectly genuine. As always. Exactly. See? Kraz is being and he's never sarcastic. He's already had like 4 lobotomies. He's physically incapable of being sarcastic. Physically and mentally incapable of being sarcastic. No way, you too? Hell yeah. Now see? I don't know what he's saying now, but you know, the smell of Jolly Ranchers usually kind of kicks him out of that. Snap back to reality. Too bad I don't have a thief. Lobotomy attack? Yeah, for sure. Same. I haven't been lobotomized, so that's because I don't have a brain in the first place. Hello, Serenity. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just playing some Chrono Story today. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Wherever in the world you are. I would hope. LARPing? Kraz actually had a lobotomy. Bunny gave it to him. Multiple times. In fact, he's kind of overdue for his 5th lobotomy. Maybe next time we have Bunny on stream, Bun, Kraz. Next time we have Bun on stream, Kraz, we can see about giving you your 5th lobotomy. How does that sound, buddy? Yay! That's what I thought. That's what I thought. What do you feel like this time? Transorbital? Prefrontal? Gotcha, I figured that'd be the case. I don't know what you're talking about, San Diego. I don't know what you're talking about, San Diego, California. What in the world is San Diego, California talking about? I have no clue. Ooh. Okay. Rogul, welcome in. Welcome in, yo. Welcome. Just killing some sharks. This would be Maple Story. Technically it's Chrono Story. You can find it on Maple Story Worlds. It's Maple Story. But it's Chrono Story on Maple Story Worlds. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. It's an old game. Oldie. It's an oldie but a goodie. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo. Ah. Anyway. Ooh. A lot of people did, but this isn't modern Maple Story. This is old school Maple Story. This is old school. A lot of people play it. But there's still a good player base for modern Maple Story. I just don't like it. Not since like a year and a half ago when they fucked it up. Nah, I couldn't care less about it. I do still kind of care about it. I have a lot of cool stuff on there that I would love to play with, but I don't want to play that game anymore. Because it's no longer the game that I want. They fucked it up. They fucked it up so bad. Hello, Rosie. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. I hope. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. The goal, and like, thank you, I appreciate that as well. The goal for today, level 95. We're about to hit level 95. And we're only an hour and 20 minutes in, so that means we're probably going to get higher than that. Almost definitely going to get higher than that. Probably like, what? 107, 108? Or not 100. 97, 98. I don't think we're going to get to 100 today. I don't think we're in that high today, but we'll get a few more levels after 95, probably, definitely. If we get all the way to level 100, I'd be surprised. It's possible, but I doubt it. Possible, but I press F to doubt. Ow. Fuck. Pain. Fuck these sharks. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna be here for a while at least. Stream is only midway through at least, at the most, probably. I mean, it could, I don't know. Who knows when I'll get off. At some point. But I'm here for a while yet. Shoes. Again, I just clicked off this music. Do 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 do. We got some people on Twitch, just a good amount of lurkers. We had people earlier as well. It happens. There's slow periods and fast periods during streams. And when I do early streams like this, I don't usually have a ton of people. We have Kraz here, but Kraz is watching Evangelion. We got Hatch here, but he's probably playing either Chrono Story or something else. We got Cutie Cat Soda here, who's new. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. You don't need to apologize, Rosie. Don't worry about it. YouTube is usually pretty dead. It's usually Twitch that's more poppin'. But it's midway through a Chrono Story stream early in the day. I get most of my views at night. If I stream at night, that's usually when I get most of my views. Why don't I stream at night? My wife's at work. I'm streaming now so I could be off when my wife gets off work. Hi. So noticed you, of course. I always chat at my chatters whenever they pop in. Don't you say hi that many times. I've already said hi back. That's level 95. We got our goal for the day. We're going to keep going. Means we can actually probably put points to transformation today. That's cool. That's fine. Well, that's how you find me, huh? You want another stream, Rosie? Well, have fun. Go have fun. See you later. Yeah, that one. Like, I've been getting a lot of follows the last couple days because of that silly comment I made. Very, very interesting. Very strange. Can't say it's a bad thing. I think it's fine. But interesting. Inventory full again. That was fast. Yep, I know what my comments said. Yeah. It is the one that has been getting people into my channel last day or two, which is silly. I can't imagine it to be anywhere else. I haven't had a viral post like that or reply in a video like that ever. What's going on? Playing some games, playing some Chrono Story, getting in some levels. Yeah. I was rubbing my eyes. I was rubbing my eyes to make my model flip out a little bit. Minecraft music. Those of you that are coming in for the first time on Twitch, don't forget to leave a follow. I'd appreciate it. If you're here for the Chrono Story stuff, appreciate it. Specifically, rather. We're lurker friendly, so it won't shout you out. It'll just tell me that someone followed, just not that you did. No. Boo 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 doo boo. Doo boo boo. Meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 Woo. Yep, again, I remember the comment that I made, yeah. And on which video it was. It was 2 days ago. And it's been blowing up. What game is this? This would be Chrono Story. You can find it on Maple Story Worlds. You can find it on Maple Story Worlds. It's called Chrono Story. Oop. Itchy neck. I have played Spelunky, yeah, both of them. Thanks, Cutie Cat. I appreciate it. Well, if you're here a lot, I will say hi a lot, for sure. Do, do, do. Keep in mind the stream is 18 plus, if that matters for you at all. First time a streamer noticed you? Most streamers in adult situations will say hi to anyone that comes in, for the most part. There are larger streamers that can't really say hi to everyone because the chat's so fast they don't really have the opportunity to do so. But if a streamer has the opportunity to say hi to everyone, they generally will. I've had streams where there were a lot of people in chat all at once and I couldn't really say hi to everyone, but that can happen. Once you're big enough as a streamer, it's just impossible. Oh, someone to... Yeah, 18 plus, that's right. Someone to ban on Twitch. Something to ban on Twitch. Delete message. Let's go ahead and ban. Most streamers are 18 plus, and if they suspect that you're a child, they might not respond. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry. Womp womp. Womp womp womp. I'm pretty good. Those are pretty good. Ten strength boots. What's the highest they can get? 14? Higher. I must get better. Womp womp womp. Do 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 ba do. Do ba do boop boop boo doo boop boo doo do do ba do. About to be level 96. That means we'll finally have transformation. We'll finally have transformation. It'll only have 1 point in it, so it won't last very long. But I mean, we'll have it. Bam. Eva's finally done. You weren't here for me to have you ban someone, so I had to ban them, Kraz. I can't believe it. I'm just kidding. It's fine. I don't mind banning people. I love banning people, in fact. It's my favorite pastime. Bam. We got the Super Saiyan transformation, Kraz. Can you believe it? Super Saiyan Blue, even. It's a little glitchy right now, but that's okay. Super Saiyan Blue transformation. As good as you remember, Kraz? As good as you remember Eva, I mean? All that's left is the movie, End of Evangelion? If sure. Well, now you gotta watch that, right? Beautiful merps? Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad you're all hot and bothered by Evangelion, of course, always. You're talking about the transformation? Hell yeah. I'm glad that you like it. Ah, hello, Kara. How you doing? Can you believe we're already at 1,500 subs, Kara? Can you believe that? It just took 2 days. Woke up from a nap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised too. 2 days ago we were at 1,300. Craziness, craziness. Technically we're at 15, like 25 or something like that. No. This is all from that one comment that I made on a video. I didn't even know you could get views that way. I banned a handful of them because they were kids, but I mean, hey. Can't stop children watching my shorts though. That's a parental thing. Ow. Crazy as fuck, I know, right? If the momentum stays, we might even get the 1600 by like tomorrow, if not the day after tomorrow. I don't think the momentum's I don't think the momentum's gonna stick around for too much longer. It looks like it might be tapering out, but I thought that yesterday, and then we got to 1500 before the stream started, and now we're at 1520 or something. What are we at now? 1528. Never mind. Maybe not. Maybe it'll continue all the way to 1600. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to 2000 this way. I doubt it. I doubt it. I feel like. I mean, I would be surprised if we got to 2000 before Christmas. Hello, Albani. Welcome in. Yo, get piped. Yeah, I got piped by Carla here. Carla decided it was time to get to send me to the pipe zone. And so he did. He did indeed send me to the pipe zone. What's good? Hello, Carla. Welcome in.
Hello.
How was your nappy nap?
It was nice.
That's good. Carla got his nappies in, and now he's feeling like a regular human again. That's good.
I am no longer a crazy motherfucker. Probably. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. I've also been getting lots of views on shorts, both recent and old ones, because of that influx of people. They come to my channel, see that I make content, look at my content, and then follow that way. We've had a few people in the chat as well from that. A few of them have been banned because they're kids, which is fair.
Expected
From YouTube. But we'll keep going. We'll keep on trucking it. See what happens. I should make a short today to hopefully continue this momentum. I don't know.
Roll Tide. I gotta work on shorts.
Yeah.
I was up at like 4 a.m. working on one a few days ago while a friend of mine was streaming, and I was like, shit, I'm tired as fuck.
Yeah, didn't you ever finish it though?
Huh?
Did you not finish it?
Yeah, I got two like long form vids and a couple shorts from it.
Nice.
That's what I'm gonna be doing over the course of the vacation I'm going on.
I don't even make long form vids. I should do that though.
Merps, I'm pretty sure there's a couple games you could have made some sort of media off of it.
I still can. I can go back and do that anytime I want.
Some peak streams, maybe. I know there's a couple moments you can take from my dumb ass.
Yep. There's a lot of good moments for shorts. I have a lot of content that I could scrub through and find short stuff. In fact, I'm going way back in time and looking at some really old shorts, long form streams, to see if I can find content out of those. I'm looking at the old Deltarune stuff when we first played Deltarune to see if I can find anything.
All right, well, you could probably find something. I just gotta make sure it's not fucking dog shit with your editing.
You mean for a short?
For long form.
Oh yeah, if I'm doing long form, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it.
Probably.
I would do it similar to a dude named Togane.
Togane?
Yeah. He does long form videos, Maple Story stuff mostly, which is why you wouldn't know him.
Okay.
But what he'll do is he'll record his gameplay of Maple Story and he'll like cut that down into like episodes that are like an hour long or whatever, which is basically what I would do as well with like some editing and whatnot and like some extra commentary in between.
Well, maybe, but you mainly just play the roguelike of this game. You don't actually play the story, if there isn't the one in this one.
There is no story.
Yeah, okay, because there's a couple Maples that I know that have a story, and then the others are just like gameplay.
Modern has a story, kind of, asterisk. Modern Maple Story has a story, asterisk. The story kind of starts once you hit like level 200, and then like you start dealing with like the Black Mage and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's on Rora's stream.
What's that?
That's what I saw on Rora Panthera stream.
Yeah, and there are quest lines that have stories in this game as well, but not in Chrono Story yet. No, and even then, old school Maple Story didn't have an overarching plot. The overarching plot didn't pop in until didn't start popping in at all until Aran was released, which is my favorite class, by the way, which I'll be maining if it comes out in Chrono Story. That's when they started introducing like the story elements that like there are the gods of the Maple Story universe. There's a black mage who's a god of darkness who's trying to destroy the world and shit. That was sealed away by the 5 heroes that was actually 6 heroes or whatever. So there is a story, it's just not in this version. I'd have to play Modern Maple Story for that. And even if I did play Modern Maple Story, it's really hard to play that game as a story game. Just because of how it's set up.
Okay.
There's so long in between content. Like, for example, you're going to probably get from level 1 to 260-ish in a couple of days, right? Which is really, really fast. Which means you're skipping a bunch of story content, like 60 levels of story content, and then you're getting into the end game content, which, actually you're getting into the mid game content at that point, and the mid game content starts with the Black Mage, which is the end of the main story.
Okay.
So you end up missing a bunch of context, and you end up just immediately getting to the ending. And it just ends up being like this, and it being a daily story game. But like, do your dailies every day, and that's the game, essentially. Which is why I don't play it, because it's just the game is set up just to form habits. That's how they set up the game for Modern.
This is my addiction.
What do you mean?
I mean, you said set up, do dailies. Kind of reminds me of when I used to play Genshin.
That's exactly what it is, right? They set the game up. They're the first game, I believe, to really use the model of create a gameplay loop that is there to make it so you play the game every day and you do your dailies and then you log out and you do it again the next day. It's giving you habits so you come back to the game, so you're more likely to spend money on it.
Okay.
It's a mobile game tactic that I'm pretty sure Nexon is the one that came up with it. If they didn't come up with it, it was another adjacent Korean company because Korea makes a lot of mobile games, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And they
made
steal,
Unity.
yeah, they steal stuff from each other all the time, so it's fine. In terms of like ideas like that, so whatever. It's why I don't like modern MapleStory. It's too mobile gamey. But both the UI in the game, which they recently updated to make it even more mobile gamey, because I think they're trying to gear up to make it into to add mobile game support to it at some point. I feel like that's kind of the route they've been trying to go for a couple of years.
Probably.
But which is the only way they're going to make the regular MapleStory popular, actually, to be fair, is making it a mobile game. Just like how old school RuneScape got popular because they made it into a mobile version.
Okay.
So same idea. But I don't like the mobile gaming UI that they have. It makes it feel really cheap. It used to have a very nice, bubbly, like retro feel to it. And even before they added this, they had some more modern UI that looked fine because they still kind of went with that retro feel. With the new UI, they made it feel just like a modern mobile game, which just makes it feel kind of cheap. You know?
I guess.
Which can be fine if you're into mobile games. I'm not. A lot of modern games in general use this kind of thing, and I don't have the association with them because I didn't grow up with them, right? So it's kind of a bias for me, but it also just makes the game feel worse, in my opinion, because the game is really how it looks. You know what I mean? It's really,
You're the visual type of gamer, okay?
Well, I'm the visual type of gamer, but this is the visual type of game. The whole game is built around how things look. And if it doesn't look good, it's not gonna be popular. And I think that's kind of what kind of killed it off recently. But the other nail in the coffin, besides the UI change and the change to make it more mobile gaming and the change to mobile game practices over the last number of years, was they killed off my favorite class. Remember how I mentioned that Iran is my favorite class, and when it comes out, that's why I'm going to main here in Chrono Story?
Yeah.
They turned it into a mage. It's a warrior. It's always been a warrior. They got rid of all the iconic skills on the. They revamped it, which was only like a year after they had already revamped it into something that everyone liked. So a year later, they decided to revamp it again, give it a whole bunch of new skills that no one wanted, change up their skill kit into something that looks terrible, and is a completely different theme than it used to be, and then made all their skills so big that they fill the whole screen, which a warrior shouldn't do. And then they also made it really weak. So they not only basically turned it into a new class, getting rid of all the class identity it's built up over the last. It came out in 2008. 20 years. They got rid of all of that, and they nerfed it on top of it. So like everyone that played that class, that loved that class, was like no, and it basically killed the player base for that class. Anyone that played that class quit the game.
You must be livid.
Oh, I was livid at the time. Absolutely. I've talked about it on stream that I hate that very much. There was a popular, relatively popular MapleStory streamer who mostly posted like MapleStory memes and things, but like also a few like short-ish form content on MapleStory, where the only class they played was Iran. The moment they changed Iran, they were really excited about it first. They posted a video about the changes. And in the video, you could tell like they're like, oh, they changed it, and this doesn't feel very good. This isn't very fun anymore. What the hell? And they never posted again.
Dang, just like that.
Just like that. Instantly killed
like
off.
That.
Instantly killed off one of the most popular YouTube creators. There aren't that many. Damn. There aren't that many Western popular YouTube creators. There's like 3, maybe. Actually, there's like 4. But there used to be like 6, and 2 of them quit because of the Iran change. Because 2 of them were Iran mains.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. So yeah, I would never touch modern MapleStory again for that reason. Just out of posterity. Like I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that.
Out of posterity?
I'm not gonna touch it because they changed something into something else that I vehemently do not agree with.
Oh, okay. It
would be out of posterity, as in it would go against the things that I kind of believe in personally to support that game. That's what I mean.
I guess.
Yeah. When it comes to like game design and stuff like that, right? You don't if they wanted to make something like they made, they fully had the hello Roy. They fully had the choice to make a new class. They make new classes all the time, and they release them to the game all the time. They could have done that, and no one would have been upset about it. But instead, they decided to completely change, overhaul into something completely new. One of the flagship characters in the game. The first new class they ever introduced to the game after Pirates was Iran.
Okay.
And they decided to change it completely. It has a particular skill that it's always had, and you had it even into modern day. It was a skill you got in fourth job, and all it was Iran was a polearm warrior. So like they would use a big axe, a big two-handed axe, and you do 3 swings, and that would be your main attack pattern, right? You do 3 attacks in a row. In fourth job, you got your 4th attack, which you basically summoned a polar bear, and it would do a specific strike. We've had
fucking polar bear.
A polar bear, yeah, a fucking polar bear, yeah. We've had that since the class got released. They removed that skill.
Yeah, damn.
It is one of the iconic skills for the class, and they decided to remove it completely. They didn't replace it with something. They just removed it. They kept the triple swing, but like by endgame, because of the ways they balanced it over the years, the triple swing wasn't even their most iconic thing anymore. It was the polar bear followed by the other swings you'd get after the polar bear. So the fact that they got rid of it was gross. Oh yeah, and they decided to throw in Chinese mythology into its class kit for some reason, even though it never had any ties to that whatsoever. No idea why.
I suppose. I don't know much about this fucking game. I just know from the shit you tell me.
Yeah, it's just like, well, what be a funny example? What would be a funny example? Okay. What would be a silly example?
Your silliest example, please.
Your silliest example. Okay, the thing came out with Marvel Rivals on release, right?
Oh, well, yeah, sort of.
Okay. The thing came out with Marvel Rivals on release, and he's been, the entire time he's been a tank. Let's say they decided to revamp him by make him a DPS character instead. But also made him a long-range like mage damage dealer. How would you feel about that?
Huh?
They turned the thing a close-range tank into a DPS, but they also changed his kit to where he's more like a long-range mage.
Long-range oh. You could have just used the Ultron example. They made Ultron a strategist, but he's originally a fucking demigod, which would be perfect for DPS.
Yeah, but like he came out that way in the game, so it's not like they're changing the character in the game, but like it's like they're, it's less that they're revamping a character who has specific lore that they're adding into a game in a new way. It's like they're taking a character that... hello, Kadomsky, welcome in. It's like they're taking a character that they released on release of the game, and then, like, decide to, like, pull a 180 and change it into something completely different that no one likes. You know?
Okay.
Like they deleted the thing, turned him into just Ben Grimm, and then made him a mage and make him a DPS.
Yes, my favorite Marvel character, Benjamin Green.
Yeah.
Grimm, the fucking mage from Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
I see slightly where you're coming from.
Yeah. It's like ass backwards. Like, why would you do that? You know? You did something that
makes
no
no
one
fucking
asked
sense.
for and no one wanted and doesn't make sense. You know?
Yep.
I figured that'd be a good way to describe it.
All right. I get it.
But I don't need to focus on that.
Go ahead.
I don't need to focus on that no more. I've complained about it enough.
Yeah, it's been like 12 minutes, dude.
Dude. That's right, dude. It's been 12 minutes.
It's been like 12 minutes, dude.
Complaining for 12 minutes. Hashtag.
Playing for 12 minutes, be a man.
Complain for 12 minutes. Get nothing accomplished. Be a man. Be man.
Be a man.
Be man.
Be a man. Be a man.
Yep.
I'm hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten
You haven't
at
eaten today?
all.
It's like what?
I haven't.
It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You haven't eaten it all today. You should eat something, man.
No, I haven't. I really haven't. I had some shitty marshmallow cereal. Some off-brand bullshit. I don't know.
The cheap kind. I get it.
Yeah.
The cheap
not saying there's
version
anything wrong with it.
No, the cheap
but it
version of
wasn't
Lucky
very filling.
Charms. I get it.
Yeah. Had like actual marshmallows in it or some shit. Anyways, I'm gonna go raid my refrigerator. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here probably. We'll see.
Probably. We'll see.
Very likely, as long as you're not back in like 3 hours. Anyway. How you doing, Kadomski? How you doing? Hello, Jessel. How you doing? How you doing? In the hospital, okay. Jeez. Well, I hope you feel better. I can't really do nothing about that, though. Except be entertaining, which I'm not. Which I refuse. I refuse to be entertaining. I will not be entertaining to anyone, ever. I refuse. Good. Well, I'm glad that I make you happy. That's cool. That's cool. Like Zoinks Scoob. Like Zoinks Scoob. Man, my voice cracked right in that moment where it made me sound like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Those of you coming in from see you later. Those of you coming in from the Chrono Story side, what y'all doing? What y'all training on? Are any of you in a Rex party at the moment? Hmm? Having fun killing high-level mobs with other people? Anyone being a henny ho right now? I don't think there's very many of those. Kind of hard to be that when there isn't very many slots in the channel. Anyone just killing time, waiting for bossing and revamps and more maps to come out? Since the current end game kind of sucks a little bit, I understand that too. Depending on your class, like Battle Mage or or not battle mage, like bowmaster, BM, man, came to mind. Battle mage, of course. Like Corsair or bowmaster or ice lightning mage or Night Lord, Cringe Lord. Just delete Night Lord and add Naran, of course. Of course. The goal was 95. We're already at 97. We might even get to 99 today. Maybe even 100. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to make it to 100. But it's possible. I don't think so. I think we'll probably get to like 99 maybe if we're a little lucky. We'll probably get somewhere in the middle of 98 though, I would guess. By the 3-hour mark-ish. Just guessing. We get a lot of, well, not that many scrolls. We have quite a few scrolls that we could sell. Do 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 do. Yeah. Huh. Gotta love playing MapleStory with RuneScape music. Do 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 do. What's good? Hello, Chuntree. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's all good. Saul Goodman. Just here killing some time, killing some sharks. Killing sharks, killing time. I think I might have a full inventory. I do. Anything worthwhile keeping. Anything worthwhile keeping. Probably not, right? No. Take it all. Do 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 do. Do boo 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 boo. I would love for them to release Singapore in Chrono Story. Singapore would be awesome. Boat Quay Town, and then like the ghost ship, MP3. Imagine if they made MP3 a map for grinding out Meso, like it used to be, right? Make it so they have an increased Meso drop rate at MP3 to make like it a training spot to grind Meso. If you wanted to do that, right? That'd be cool. Like they can always drop Meso regardless of your level, and they have an increased Meso drop rate. MP3 and like 999 kill quests in Ghost Ship. Not even for like not even specifically for like the EXP for the quests, but for like maybe like potions or something. Maybe you have to do a number of 999 quests in Ghost Ship before you can go in and kill the captain as a like a mini boss. And the mini boss drops something kind of like what's it? Xenomega. It's like level 120. Something like that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Mini boss with increased drop rate of skill books, blank skill books. I think it'd be cool. We're about to hit level 98. Lovely. This will be our 5th level 98. And level 98. More Strong. More Transform. What was that? Hammer. I don't care. I want a Red Belly Duke to be purple. Damn it. So far, my best Red Belly Duke is a 14 strength, 3 dex. I'd love like a fucking 17 strength, 10 dex. That'd be fantastic. Unlikely. I've never seen anything good out of a Red Belly Duke. My entire time doing sharks on 5 characters now. Never once have I seen, well, 4 characters now. I was not here on my Corsair. I have never seen good stats on a Red Belly Duke. There's one fucked up movie, bro. I'm sure it is. It's an Evangelion movie, right? It's the last one. Was the rebuild quadrilogy good? Was it good, Graz? Oh, music stopped. Of course. Oh, no, it didn't. It just sounded like it did. Funky. You haven't watched those yet? Really? That's surprising. Surprising you haven't watched all things mecha. And I would think with Evangelion being mecha that you would want to have watched it already. Interesting. Are you like rewatching the series so you can kind of gear up to watch those, or are they like known to be bad or something? So you haven't watched them because you don't care enough because everyone thinks they're bad or something? Or you just have never gotten around to watch them for whatever reason. Gotcha. You haven't never had the time. Got it. I was just wondering. 'Cause I didn't know. By the way, those of you that are coming in from the Chrono Story side, don't forget to leave a follow here on Twitch. I stream every day. A lot of this is Chrono Story, by the way. I stream almost every day playing Chrono Story, mostly at night, but well, mostly in the early afternoon like now, but sometimes at night. You don't have to be chatty as long as if you want to stick around and just hang out, hear my opinions on stuff sometimes, possibly ask questions if you want to. You don't gotta. If you like lurking, I'm totally happy facilitating y'all lurkers. We are lurker friendly, so if you follow, it will not put you on blast. I won't know who followed, just that someone did. I'd appreciate it. I'd be very appreciative. Of course. Everyone's got to keep that grind up somehow, right? Have someone to listen to in the background of grinding, whether it's just my music and me chatting or something else. I get it. Twiz, anything good to scroll? It depends. I can't scroll anything for another 2 levels, Twiz. I mean, I could scroll my shoes. I got a good pair of shoes, but I'd like to scroll my Red Belly Duke. Maybe I will scroll these boots today, possibly, because they are pretty good. I don't have a super good Red Belly Duke. I have an okay Red Belly Duke. It's mostly strength, and that's nice. I'd like to be better. You haven't watched the original. You haven't watched the original show and movie and forgot in a long time. So you should give it a rewatch. Makes sense. Makes sense. You should watch the rest of the movies as well, Kraz. I do have a good amount of scrolls that I can sell for scroll vouchers, so I might be able to scroll up these shoes today. I don't think we're gonna get to level 100 today. Very unlikely. I'd probably have to be here like 3:30, 3 hours 30 minutes. You're training your shadow today. You got to 155. Nice, nice, nice. How fast are your levels? I'm getting a level every like, I don't know, every amount of time at the moment. We're planning on checking out the rebuilds day, but you'll probably give those a try after EOC. EOE. Yeah, hell yeah. You should. And you can tell me how they are. You can tell me if they were dog shit, if they were all right, or if they were good, or if they were perfect, absolutely perfect, just perfect. It was like 30 to 40 minutes. Nice, that's pretty good. Wow, it's actually really good. Were you at party training at Rex's, or were you doing solo training? If you're on a shadow, where I think you're relatively wanted in party training, right? I know it is higher EXP from party training by quite a large margin, actually. Rex's 250 mil an hour. Holy shit. I wonder you got a level in 40 minutes. Imagine getting 250 million an hour at level 98. You get to level 120 in an hour. Not really. I don't think. Maybe you would, I don't know. I'm stupid, so I don't know. I forgot. Can it? Cause of your money dropping skill? I thought you couldn't pick it up. Maybe you can, I don't know. I haven't played it yet. We're on Chrono Story, so I don't know. Oh, the mob drops don't explode. Oh, that makes sense. Never mind, you're right. That makes sense then. That's cool. Convenient, you could say. No, I think they just made it so they don't explode in party maps because that'd be really annoying for parties. So instead, they make it so many bosses drop their own specialty loot bags that explode instead. When you hit them, rather than when they drop. That don't combine with the ones that are dropped. I believe that's how that works. Because party map monsters count as mini bosses for that specific use case. Which is also why they take less fire damage and poison damage over time. It's for balance purposes. Very good for party play because it makes it so you don't just like take all the money and explode it. Because that would be kind of annoying. Dragon rings? Nice, I haven't really gotten any rings in this server yet. I haven't really done anything to go get them. Because I don't care at the moment. When the only character that I'll care for that about is probably an Iran if that comes out. I don't really see the point in min-maxing a character that I'm not going to play forever. And I'm playing most of the classes, so like I'll probably go for him once Iran is about to be released or is released. Once it's in Bote's roster as something he's going to do soon, I'll be like, hell yeah, I gotta start getting gear for this Iran. Specifically, so I'll go get the rings and shit, and belts and whatever, and scroll them and what fuck not, you know? I'd rather make a bunch of characters and just play them at up to 125, if not 140-ish. Maybe even 150 if I can. And then, like, when Iran comes out, just like, I'm basically never going to touch any of them again. For the most part. Probably will, just... It'll be mostly Iran because I love Iran. Iran is so good. been dying to play Aran since they got rid of Aran and Maple Story proper. They turned it into a mage. So hopefully Bote releases it, because if any server releases Aran, I'm switching there until Aran comes out in Chrono Story. Any of the raid bosses? I'll probably not. None of my characters are high enough to really do raid bosses. I might be able to do normal bosses. I'll probably do Zack when Zack comes out. I don't think I'm gonna really make anyone strong enough to do anything other than Zack. I don't think Papulatus is necessary specifically. I don't think Horntail or Pink Bean is necessary specifically. I don't think he's gonna release Lionheart Castle and the Lionheart boss before he releases Aran. I feel like Aran will come before that newer content. Paps could be like 140. That's what I'm saying, right? So, like, I probably won't. I'll probably get a character high enough to do Zack. And I'll probably do a character that can do Zack pretty easily. So, like, DK. So, like, somebody that doesn't really need to worry about mechanics as much. DK is probably a good idea. Because I don't really care about any of the bossing in the game as much. At least until Aran comes out. When Aran comes out, I will, I'll be bossing a lot on Aran. But for anyone else, it's like, who fucking cares? I play every class. I don't really specifically go for one class at any given time. You know? So if any class is going to do it, it'll probably be that. It'll probably be my DK. But not on the release of PAP. I'm not really going to be there for... I might analyze people's gameplay of it and get opinions on the classes that I play, but I won't be testing it myself, you know? Unless he releases PAP in the test server, like he re-releases the test server to test out PAP there first, I might test PAP in the test server. Otherwise, I have no intention of testing out PAP until I have an Aran, really. Or until Aran is going to come out, and I know it's going to come out, and then I'll use my DK to do it, and, along with the other bosses that do certain drops. Just because I don't like any of the classes enough to really get, good enough at them in bossing. And I don't have the want to learn them well enough to get good in bossing at those classes. Except for Aran. So Aran's the only class that I particularly like that much, you know? That's not to say I don't enjoy all the other classes. I enjoy them enough to play them all. Hence why I'm playing them all. But it's why I'm not specifically focusing on a singular class. Because I don't care about them enough to really do that. I might be pleasantly surprised with certain classes, though. I thought I was pleasantly surprised with Buccaneer. And then fourth job hit, and Buccaneer kind of sucks, in my opinion. But, like, none of the classes have hooked me to the point where I'm like, yeah, I want to keep playing this instead of other classes to 125 or 130-ish, 150-ish, whatever I end up choosing for the end of all my classes, essentially. For the tentative end of all my classes. I'll probably play more after that, if Aran's not out yet. But, level 99... But that's for the future. And we finally maxed out transformation as well. So we got all of our thingies that we use up. Now we just need to get dice up 20 points. So that's what? 9, 18, 7 more levels. So 106. So we'll have it maxed out before we get our final weapon. Our end game weapon. Our current end game weapon. People say Sayer is good, but they're smoking copium. The reason why Sayer is on Bote's list of classes that need help in Void Nightlord. The reason it's on Bote's list of the top 4 classes that need the most work in PvE. or not PV, in mobbing, party play, as well. We're okay in mobbing. They're okay in mobbing for like nudies, but the moment they get new maps that are better than nudies, they're still going to be at nudies. They get half the EXP you get at party play and don't get invited to parties because Buccaneer is just better Corsair in every way for party play. So they're getting half the amount of EXP you would get. So 150 mil, maybe 200 mil if you're lucky and you're doing really well. I don't think they're getting much more than that at nudies. And they don't do party play. They can finally do party play once they hit like level 180. But by then, no one's really getting optimal EXP anywhere because you're level 180, right? Anyone can do anything at 180. And guess what level Corsair starts doing optimal EXP rates? Like level 160. 170, somewhere in there. You don't start training well until you get well above level 150, if not 160, because you need so many skills maxed for it to even be useful. They are not doing well, and any Corsair that thinks it's really good is huffing copium. It needs some major TLC. It could be as simple as giving them elemental weakness bullets, so lightning and holy, I guess. But that's just kind of putting a band-aid on a problem. I think it really needs more of a revamp, similar to how I think similar to my concept of Bowmaster. I think Bowmaster in particular needs to be simplified, not revamped specifically. It is a revamp, but needs to be simplified. I think that they should make it so Bowmaster hits a couple more mobs with Hurricane. Like, make Hurricane hit 2, 3, or 4 mobs, somewhere in that range. I think it's probably 2 or 3. And then make it so Arrow Storm just buffs Arrow Rain, so you have a vertical mobbing skill for maps like this one that we're in right now. And that's it. You've seen Sayer get like 250 mil at nudies? Yeah, if you're like level 190. The moment you can one-shot nudies is the moment you're getting 250 mil at nudies. And any class that can one-shot the nudies can get 250 mil at nudies. That's not like a court. Like, yeah, I've seen Bowmaster get 250 mil at nudies. Like, what are we talking about? I've seen Night Lord get 250 mil at nudies. You have to be so high level for you to get 250 mil at nudies as a Corsair that it's crazy. The Shadowers can't, but you don't have really big attacks. Bowmaster, Corsair, and Night Lord, 3 of the problem classes, and Ice Lightning, the 4 problem classes, all 4 of them, can get 250 mil at nudies just fine once you hit like level 180, 190. Because you're one-shotting everything. So of course you're doing well there once you hit like level 180 or 190, but you should be doing well way before. You should be doing well by 130 at the latest. Hey, Krez. The fact that you have to wait until you are strong enough to one-shot everything in the map to be doing what you would consider well is telling that the class isn't doing well. And anyone that thinks it is doing well is huffing copium. That's all it is. They're huffing copium. I'm not saying you should be getting 250 mil at 130, but I'm saying they don't get 250 mil until they're like one-shotting everything and they're like level 180, 190. You know? You have to be so high level for that to be even optimal. Because you have to basically nuke the entire map to get that kind of EXP. You have to be on point, killing the whole map, all the mobs on the map. Before they respawn, and then you can do it again on respawn. And you have to do that every time to get 250 mil at nudies. You know what I mean? And anyone can do it as long as your attacks are big enough. Bowmaster can do it. Corsair can do it. Night Lord can do it, and so can Ice Lightning. But guess what? Those are the 4 classes that are in Botay's to-do list of classes that need to be fixed. the only reason why they can do well at all right now is because they can do nudie maps and nuke the whole map once they get high enough level. And that's not how it should be. You should be feeling decent at level 130. You shouldn't be nuking and doing 250 mil EXP at 130. But you should be doing, on average, what everyone else is doing. But Corsair isn't, Nightlord isn't, Bowmaster isn't, and Ice Lightning isn't, you know? That's why they're on his list of things to fix. Because they're so undertuned until you're so high level. And even then, you're still not doing as good as other classes. You're only doing good EXP because you can one-shot a map. They don't get even EXP for sure, but like no one wants them in their parties. They're not doing well anywhere. In fact, leveling up one is a Herculean task until you can one-shot the maps. Like it's not fun playing those classes, which is why they need TLC. It'd be nice to be able to be in party maps with people, but it would also be nice to be able to actually get okay EXP. I know that there are things like, for example, Bowmaster was classically the class that leveled up doing bossing. And a lot of Bowmasters are still doing that now. They're leveling up by farming Zenomega or whatever, right? But they could do that before 4th job. And then that's what they were doing before 4th job. You know? Unless we have Headless Horseman and Bigfoot, the two mini bosses that are the best for getting EXP from, they're that's not really a viable option right now. So in order to make those classes playable, they need to be fixed to be playable. 886710. There we go. Correct. I have passed the lie detector. But yeah, you can't like look at a class and be like, wow, this class is getting so much good EXP at nudies. Therefore the class must be doing good, without taking into consideration that the only reason why they're doing well at nudies is because they're so high level that they can nuke the map. You know what I mean? Like that's disingenuous. Like completely. You know? Yeah, no, I know that. He wants to, because it's not just the 4 classes that we've mentioned: Ice, Lightning, Mage, Night Lord, Bowmaster, and Corsair. They're the ones that are struggling the most. There's going to be other classes that are going to be known to be struggling after Papulatus comes out. Once we have bossing, he's going to be able to see the breadth of the classes that actually need some kind of changes, because they can't do bossing at all. You know? So he wants to be able to fix all the classes at once. It's not like he could make a change that makes it so, oh yeah, this class is a little bit better outside of bossing, but now it's terrible in bossing because of this change. Or this class is now way better for bossing, but now they're really terrible outside of bossing, or vice versa, right? Like it could go either way. So he doesn't want to make any changes until he can see really what everything needs to be changed, which makes perfect sense to me, right? There's no reason to fuck with classes and see if anything needs to be changed until he knows what needs to be changed. You don't know until there's bossing. you know? Which is also why I think when he releases PAP, he's going to release it in the test server first, in my opinion. Because that way he can make changes both to mobbing and bossing, see how they work in the test server, and then roll it all out at once along with the bosses. I don't know if that's how he's going to do it. I think that'd be the safest way to do it and the smartest way to do it, in my opinion. That way anyone can test the bosses because they can be a high level character. Just set everyone like level 200 or whatever. See how it feels for bossing, and then you can kind of see where everything is going to lie from there and what needs changes, you know? Releasing it to the live server is kind of a bad idea, in my opinion, right away. Because then you're just seeing the classes that are already high level. You can't really test it that way. Which would be unfortunate to do it that way in a little bit, in a way, just because it's like, cool, like, now you have to wait for all the class changes to be done before you get them, but at least you kind of know what's coming at that point, you know? And he can focus on the classes that need changes first. I'm sure he'll focus on the 4 that have seen the most need first. That would be Night Lord, that'd be Bowmaster, that'd be Ice Lightning, and that'd be Corsair. And then he'll go in and fix the other ones that need changes as well because of bossing. You know? Being able to do nuanced changes, you need to be able to know everything that's going on, and also being able to let everyone test is a good idea as well. So putting it into the test server would be probably a smart idea. Looks like we are going to make a level 100 today. I was wrong. 95%. We're gonna get there before the 3-hour mark. That means we can actually scroll up a overall. And that's good. It's like it's going even faster. %, and there's level 100. That last level was really fast. Interesting. Let's check Burpins. What do we have on Burpins? One dragon scale, 7 dragon spirit. I guess no, that's right. That's fine. Exchange scrolls, accessory int. Let's go ahead and sell those. Exchange scrolls, bottomware, dex. I'll keep that. This I'll get rid of though. Ow. Exchange. Cape defense, 27 of those. Cape strength 60s, I'll keep those. Earring decks, but the 10% I'll get rid of. Glove accuracy, don't need those. Gun. My gun character's on the other account. Helmet int 60, I'll keep that. One-handed sword. Shield defense, don't need those. Topware strength, I'll keep that. Just the rest I'll keep. We got an ice cream bar. It lasts until tomorrow, though. Unfortunate. Okay, exchange scroll, trade in scroll vouchers, overall armor for strength. 10, excellent. That's what we needed. So we got a 17 stat or a 17 stat. We're gonna do this 17 stat. We're gonna put all in on strength. See what we got. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I blocked off the screen so I didn't see what happened. Let's see what we got. 6. Nice. Okay, that's not bad. A little bit above average. It's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty decent. Doubling the strength output that we got from this guy. Yeah, it says pretty good. Five points into strength as well. 3 points into roll the dice. Let's move everything over to put you here, put you there. 4. We got 4. What is 4 again? Drop rate. All right. Hello, Lucky Plays. Welcome in. We're just killing some sharks at the end of the stream. Towards the end of the stream already. Been live for about 3 hours. Boo-doo-doo. Oh, Rogul is back. Welcome in. Welcome back. Hope you had fun doing whatever you were doing. Alright, thank you guys for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed it, people like and subscribe and follow here on Twitch. I stream every single day. We'll be back again tomorrow with more stuff. I don't know what, maybe probably more Chrono Story if I was to guess. We'll see, it is a Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night. The tip waitress says goodbye.